Hi, everyone. Ken Rakowski, Sandy Grigsby. Pick which one's who. That's one, the Sandy. I'm the Ken. We are celebrating our 3-year and 1 month anniversary being together. I know.
You can count.
What is that? Is that pewter?
Well, it's that. No, we actually met at a metal event.
Mhm.
Sandy came to a metal event, and she sat in the second row, 6 in. And I stared at her the whole time going, oh my gosh, who's this girl? Now I was with somebody at the time, which Sandy didn't know because she had her hunting feelers out. And I invited her to a hike the next day, thinking it was kind of like, hey, let's kind of go on our first hangout date, not date, but let's connect, right? And Sandy gets there and she's looking hot, right? And she goes, hey, I go, Sandy, meet my girlfriend. And Sandy, of course, dun, dun, dun.
I was like, oh.
And then in her mind, she goes, how will I remove that?
No. I was like, oh, what a loss. Oh, well, men's group. I'm going to find fresh meat here.
The Ken and Sandy show is what attracted me to sign in, was to see your new squeeze.
Oh, when we started this, we started like 2 years ago or 3. Actually, we started it before metal. We did this event in South Africa, which we love. And then we create something called Unity. And we have a Unity group, which many of these people are on the Unity group that get these messages. And Unity is a WhatsApp group, and we talk about things that are going on around the world, but it's a community of just really heart-centered people. But I wanted to say this is because if we're celebrating 3 years, the irony is most of our time together has been outside the country you met in.
Yep.
How crazy is that?
It's awesome.
Because I was talking to a divorce attorney yesterday for like an hour and a half. This incredible, no, not because of us, but she's the top female divorce attorney for men. So she represents just men. She was awesome. And she was saying is when she gets them in their office, because they're going through a divorce, they've gone through this honeymoon phase, this plateau phase, and then this jumping off the cliff phase. She says they all like, oh my God. And most men get served. Men almost never serve the women that come in their office. They're the ones that are like blindsided. Like, what?
Yep.
And
doesn't that tell you a lot?
It does. It does. But, and by the way, the men go through the mourning period the minute they get the divorce papers. The women have already gone through it. So there's like no emotional connection anymore by the time the papers are served, where the guys are going, no, let's try to figure it out. They go, no, it's dead. We're done.
Once you guys get that paper from her,
done.
Never going to work it out.
It's done, right?
You might as well just sign there.
But what she was saying is this divorce attorney, by the way, who's been married 4 times herself, is how do you keep that honeymoon and never hit a plateau where you fall off? And it's a concentrated effort. You have to make sure that life doesn't control you, you control life. You are doing things. And that's what we're doing right now. And by the way, that's part of a leadership thing, meaning to have leadership in a relationship, it has to be both sides. It can't just be me pulling Sandy or Sandy pushing me. It's got to be, we got to alternate and take turns.
Yeah, it also is the look at the bird thing. Have you heard the look at the bird?
She's waiting for me to ask, what is that?
It's when one partner says, oh, look at the bird. And the other one goes, oh yeah. If one partner goes, look at the bird. And the other one goes, I got looking at my phone and ignores you. That's not good.
Wait, that's a red flag?
Red flag. If it happens a lot, not if it happens
like 90% of the time in the car.
That's different.
Why is that different?
Because you give me the map and you're like, don't let me miss the exit. And in Dubai, if you are driving on the streets, just so you know, here, what's on the map is not reality. So if you're looking at the map and you see a fork in the road, it might actually have 4 forks in the road and you don't know which one to take unless you're like this to the map. So Ken's like, look at the building. And I'm like, I need to know where we're going. Otherwise,
I can't imagine they don't. Google Maps, isn't that? I mean, Thomas Brothers.
No. Again, no. We rent cars here because we like cars to drive around. And if it says 20 minutes to get to that place, we have to averaging
45.
lost time.
45 minutes.
We are going to get lost
Yeah.
on this 20-minute ride.
Yeah.
And it's not like, a matter of fact, last night we were driving home and we actually got back to where we stay.
Because I was looking at the map like this.
And I looked at it, I go, we didn't get lost. We've been here a month now. We didn't get lost. Yes.
Thanks to me missing all the birds.
Okay.
It's okay.
So that's the first thing. Second thing, I did want to congratulate you on your killer video
Thank you. 16.1 thousand views.
in 2 days.
Something like that.
Why do you think it's working?
Because it's funny as heck and your faces are
No.
so money.
Do you think it's because it's relatable?
Totally.
100% relatable. Because I think a lot of these videos were going, hey, I'm on top of Mount Everest. Look at me flying a kite and then drinking a coffee and look at my bicep. No one can relate to that, right? No one can. This is relatable.
Yeah.
It's how guys look at girls and how girls look at themselves.
Mhm.
And it's so relatable because I do look at her and to me, she's the prettiest woman I've ever seen in my life, no matter what situation she's on.
Ooga.
Yeah, but it's true.
Mhm.
I look, and then when she looks at herself, she goes, oh, and I don't see what she sees. You know, I look old
That's so
today.
typical.
Yeah, but no, it's not. Because my last relationship, I would always look going, I can love her. I can overlook that. It's true. I did do that a lot. I could overlook that. I don't even see.
I'm
I
talking
don't
about
even
the
see-
fact that women, they could be gorgeous and they'll look and see, oh, there's a little
Yeah,
something.
but that's the woman. We're talking about how the guy, I think, and it's got to be, it's love, right? Like, for example, Sandy looks at me and I mean, I'm dramatically older than her, you know?
Dramatically.
And when she looks at me, by the way, in my mind, I always go, God, man, I feel so bad for Sandy walking around with this old guy.
Only because his kids' friends say, your dad is dating that young girl. Ew.
Well,
But
you
I
hate
do,
hearing
They don't know
that.
my age.
They don't know
That's
your age.
not my age. Mm-mm. That's
Yeah,
not my age.
but we are.
They call me 20, call me 18, they call me 30.
No,
All
no.
of it's okay.
Okay,
That's
okay.
not my age. That's not my age. Okay, baby. He's
thought
not
you-
dramatically.
I thought
older
you were
than me.
tired today.
Not tired. The light is so bright, my eyes can't handle it
Okay.
because they're my age.
So that video you get because of my age. So Sandy's video is killing it.
Yeah.
And I wanted you to hear this because we did talk the other day about social media loyalty. And I have a feeling the social media world is starting to go through this transition because anytime you say Facebook 10 years ago, oh yeah, friend me, friend me, friend me, friend me.
Now,
Oh, Facebook,
Mhm.
Facebook.
Yeah.
Right now it's anytime we're here, right away they go, hey, are you on IG? You on IG?
Mhm.
IG. And then we go on IG and then you start to kind of stalk that person and flip through and see the things they do. And
Or
you
don't
can,
do.
or right, you get an association or connection. I'm not hearing TikTok as much yet, but it pops up every once in a while.
Well, it's more like, have you seen this on TikTok? Not come follow me on TikTok.
Right. And the other thing, especially since we're in a very professional landscape out here with people, it's LinkedIn.
Yeah.
LinkedIn right away. And it's fascinating to see what Sandy's been really preaching for the longest time is that image on LinkedIn. How does it look? What's the story, the byline, the activities, educate people scroll as they're looking at you and looking at their phone going, oh, so you went to that school. Oh, I see who's your connection on LinkedIn. I mean, they're real time judging you.
Yep.
It's real time here,
You went to which school?
but it's so different than in the States because they go home and they look at LinkedIn and they go, oh, okay, here I'm looking at you. It's very similar to the Japanese culture to when you give somebody a business card or a name card, they take the card, they look at it. They look at it in front of you and then they bow because they're going, all right, first paper thickness, the way it's written, is it a company I know? They're trying to judge and figure you out from the name card right away. Now it's LinkedIn. I don't know what social platforms after LinkedIn. I think it's really going to be Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn, Facebook. I think it's a museum.
Bye-bye.
It's a museum.
Bye-bye. Well, I think Facebook people don't like it anymore, first of all, because of many censorship reasons.
Yeah, privacy issues,
But
right?
also Facebook, let's be real. You lied to us, Facebook.
What?
You lied to us.
What are you talking about?
Who remembers the time when Facebook said, make a page
Oh, yeah.
and we'll promote your page to all of your followers. It's gonna be great. Make a page. And then you did exactly what Facebook said. And then they go, ha, go F yourself. Unless you pay us, we're not showing that to anyone. You're like,
Yeah, that's a problem. Remember, if you look at Facebook's code, because we're looking at Facebook's code, because we have to make a Facebook for this iteration of Metal. 95% of Facebook is ad engine technology. It's geolocating where you're at, like specific, so it sends you the proper ads. That's what it is. It's just tons of fluff. There's no social connection in there, where I think something like, I think LinkedIn actually has a better social engineering tool built into it. I know it sounds crazy. It doesn't look good like that. It's kind of pain in the ass. Try to go do a LinkedIn Live. Oh my God, it's a pain in the ass. But all these things are important. The reason I want to bring all those up is, to be a leader, you have to use those tools. And you did a very, very creative thing that showed that you're a leader in your message, in body positivity, in self-love, all those things. You put a great video out.
Thanks.
That's leadership. That is. And let me just tell you, it is not easy for Sandy to make these videos all the time. She goes, oh God. No, it is a pain in the ass, isn't it? But leaders have to do things that are often uncomfortable. Yeah, they do.
And also,
so I want to talk about leadership. What's that, Alan?
Also cutting edge, the overlays, the absorbing and adapting, the various things that give it depth, that make it jump out.
Well, not just that. You have no idea how long it takes to figure out what that music's going to be.
Oh,
she knew it was Clear's Whispers. I have no idea, but the other one, Always Sunny in Philadelphia, that one, it came out of watching other people's reels. But Sandy spends a lot of time trying to figure out what the right feel is, color, and all those things. Okay, could we talk about leadership?
Let's do it.
Can you think of someone that you go, oh, they're a great leader, I admire them? Really?
I mean, you put me on the spot.
Well, no, because
completely went blank.
But I think often, well, let me rephrase it. Names an entrepreneur you admire. You're not going to say the obvious.
The obvious?
Elon Musk.
No. He's cool in a weird sort of way, but I don't.
You don't think he's a leader?
No. I mean, yeah, I guess he is, but I don't look at him that way, just because I think he kind of just likes to stir the pot and then see what happens and then make choices from that. I don't know.
Okay. Sarah Blakely.
Yeah, probably.
Sarah Blakely. Oprah.
Yeah, Oprah's been a great leader over her career.
Okay, Oprah. People would hate you if you say a past president, because you can pick one of them.
No.
You can pick but you can pick one or another one, and
doesn't matter which one you pick, it causes a problem.
Yeah, it's a division right away, right?
We're just gonna pretend they don't exist.
Nelson Mandela, how's that?
I don't know him personally.
Okay, Nelson Mandela.
Seems like he would have been.
So we could all go pick out leaders, and the question you have is, what kind of leader were they? Were they a push leader or a pull leader? And when you think of someone that is a pull leader, meaning they're in front pulling you forward, they're generally the visionary. They're the Elon Musk. They're the ones who are saying, hey, I know you can't see what I see. I'm going to pull you there. The whole electric car thing, oh, you think it's really crazy? I'm going there. You'll probably have to meet me there. That's a pull leader. They're pulling you in a direction that you may not be aware of. A captain of a ship is steering you in a direction, and that's generally a pull leader. A push leader is someone saying, I know where we have to go. Many have gone there. They've gone the wrong way, but I'm going to push you in the right direction. I'm going to guide you by pushing you into something that you all can clearly see, because it's visible. You want to get in great shape, right? You want to get in great shape. You want to have six-pack abs. You want to get back to your figure from high school. You generally hire a trainer. That's a push leader. They're pushing you to get to that shape that you want to get into.
Is that a
A
Tony
financial
Robbins type?
planner. What was that, Ellen?
Is that a Tony Robbins type?
Well, no. So Tony's a push and pull
I
because
was going to
Tony,
say it's a both, a combination.
that's right. So you have to go look at what kind of leadership you might be. Are you a push leader where you're pushing someone to become what they see, what they desire, what they need? A doctor is a push leader. Okay, Elon Musk, again, is a pull leader because you are actually someone. Jesus, Muhammad were they were pull leaders. They pulled people into a direction of the unknown, but you had confidence and faith in them to trust their leadership ability. Okay, so understand the differences between push and pull, because most people think leadership is just leadership.
So Levi asks if MLK is a pull leader and Malcolm X is a push leader.
Interesting. I would say MLK, without a doubt, was a pull leader.
Mm-hmm.
Malcolm, I don't know enough about Malcolm X other than Denzel Washington playing him in a movie.
Oh, God.
Okay, which was a great movie. Okay, and in that movie,
my gosh, I
in
can't
that
believe you just said
movie,
that.
I'm just telling you the truth. I really don't. But I'm true. I don't. I mean, I don't know. And the reason why is I thought, according to Denzel Washington, he definitely went into a direction of the unknown for many, and that's why he was killed. It's, by the way, it's very interesting today. To be a pull leader is very challenging. To be a pull, not a, to be a push leader. A push leader is very, and the reason why is, let's just pretend Sandy says, I want to be this figure, I want to have this amount of money, and I want to hang out with these type of people. And I go, all right, let me push you in the right direction. And then when Sandy gets there, she's going to turn and go, that's not what I wanted. That you misinterpreted me. You are canceled. Well, wait a second. You told me what you wanted. So it's very difficult today to push people in the right direction because for some reason, when they get there, they're not satisfied and they blame it on you. They take a victim mentality going, you caused me here. You caused this. So it's tough. Where someone that's pulling someone like an Elon Musk and you get there, you go, oh, I didn't even know this existed. Let me learn to hate it first.
Let me learn to hate
it's so crazy. I was just watching a good friend of ours, Christian,
so true.
from Lost LeBlanc. He's a really good YouTuber and Instagrammer, Lost LeBlanc Christian. And right now he's taking a stance regarding the truckers.
Yes.
In Canada.
And he chewed off his fingernails.
Oh, did he?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, so and Canada's going through a very interesting time where these truckers are basically saying, hey, we can't live in this, as they defined it, as a tyranny environment. And Christian, who tries to take a very neutral role, is taking a very positioned role, which in a lot of ways, he now is pulling his audience, his followers into a direction they've never gone into.
Yep.
So he's taking a position.
Yep.
And he's getting a lot of hate.
Yep.
So it's a challenging time, but let me at least give you some tools and some ways of understanding leadership. So in metal, where I'm at, I operate as both a push and pull leader. I pull people in directions of the unknown. You know, we started hikes. I started hikes 10 years ago where most people never hiked. And I may have done a hike where there have only been 2 people on the hike. Eventually there was 80 to 100 people on hikes because I kept on doing it. I kept on going into the unknown. Even though I may have not had the following initially, I never gave up. I was persistent. And what happened was I kept on doing it. And through the momentum in the initiative, I started having a following on hikes.
Isn't it amazing? You're following on hikes. You had 2 at first. That was very small, but you had 2. And
Right.
then you got up to like 100, which 100 people on a hike
It's pretty
is
epic.
a lot of people, especially with a trail that's this tiny.
Yeah.
But if you had that same 100 on Facebook or on Instagram, you'd be like you had nobody.
It's true.
Not bad.
Physical is different. But what happened with the hikes, eventually, I did a transition to where I asked Lon Ray, who's a really good friend of ours, to start managing the hikes. And as long as I showed up, I would actually stay in the back. I would push people because I was there, say, come on, let's move forward, but I would have a different leader. So great leaders, and I'm not defining myself as a great leader, but they have no problem giving away their leadership roles to other competent individuals.
Mhm.
There's no ego. Okay, that's really important because egotistical leaders are very destructive because they don't want to share.
You mean
So-
like the movie The Dictator?
We're watching that right now. It's pretty funny, right? It's funny.
Yeah.
But
If you haven't seen that movie, it's ridiculous.
but I'll tell you a very
hilarious.
interesting thing that I saw from really great leaders. The words they use is like, for example, I like to share my leadership role. I like to share. Where people have egos, they go, I can't give up the power. It's like, ooh,
Mhm.
red flag.
Yep.
Red flag. So Sandy is both a push and a pull leader. So she will pull you, especially if you go, Sandy, I want to be who I genuinely supposed to be. I want to be authentic to myself. Sandy will take you into a place of the unknown for you. New branding colors, new color coordination, new clothes, new everything. And you're going to go, I've never been here before, because she has pulled you there.
I see Celia running around now laughing.
But am I right?
Yeah, it's true.
Right? And then she'll teach you how to.
I didn't know I hate red. My whole closet's red.
Yeah, but now once you go, I get it. Now she pushes you as a leader. So she literally takes, like I did on the hikes, I'm going to take you on a journey of the unknown, your personal brand. And then once we get there, I'm now going to support you by pushing you,
Pushing.
right? So you have the pull and the push.
Yep.
By the way, very good, because most leaders have a hard time doing both. So
I learned it by watching you all.
no, that's not true. Okay, Sandy gives me compliments that are definitely I don't deserve, because I've seen her do it before I even knew her. I stalked this woman.
Yeah, you did. Totally.
I did. I still do. Actually, it's kind of funny because out of nowhere, her ex-boyfriends pop up, right? And I like her ex-boyfriends, right? They don't even know me. And I go, oh yeah, we should connect. When she's, you are never going to talk to him. I go, but he's such a cool dude.
He's not invited to middle.
Okay, so here's the challenge today. Abhishek is sitting in India. Let's see, we have Redna who's sitting in South Africa. We have Angie who's sitting in Zimbabwe. You are all in different parts of the world, and you all have different leaders that are running either your country, your governments. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you some words that go towards leadership.
Mhm.
And then what I want you to do is I want you to think about, and you too, you get to think about this. And I want us to be very transparent today. Okay, we're not going to be political. We're going to be accurate. So this is going to be a challenge. I'm going to say certain words, and I want you to think about your leaders that are either running your governments or your businesses or your communities or whatever it is, and tell me if they have this or don't have it. You ready?
Okay. Mhm.
The first word, a great leader has accountability.
Nope. Wait,
Okay,
I'm
no.
talking about my government?
You can say your government.
No.
No. I don't know if
No.
it's very interesting here in Dubai,
Yes,
massive accountability.
a lot.
Matter of fact, when they mess up, I messed up.
Mhm.
It's public, and they're the ones who said they've messed up. That's fascinating,
It's very fascinating.
right? So right away is, as a leader, you need to be accountable for what you've done. And by the way, as I've said that 7 times, I can't say by the way anymore. That's my crutch.
Yeah.
I want you to think that when you point somebody in that direction by either pulling or pushing in them, and you've done it in a positive way, accountability is also accepting the compliments of doing it the right way. So if I say, Sandy, you did a great job, thank you for helping us all out. And if Sandy goes, oh, it was nothing,
Oh, yeah.
that is not accepting it.
Mm-mm.
And it's actually hurtful to the people that she was leading by saying it like that. Do you agree? Do
So true.
you want to explain that a little more?
Well, I mean, when you don't accept a gift, that's pretty much what it is. Because someone gave you a gift and you said, nah. That's not nice. So just accept it and own it. Like, thank you.
It's hard for a lot of people to do that.
But it's because they feel like they have to explain it or go into it. All you have to do is say thank you. So if someone gives you a compliment about your looks, about the work you've done, about your leadership, whatever it is, just say thank you.
I give a lot of talks, public speaking. I'm doing one actually in February or next month in Orlando. Hello, Orlando, Florida. And I know if I do a killer job, they're all going to come and go, that was a great talk. And I have a tendency, and maybe you could tell me what this is.
To run away.
I don't run
He
away.
doesn't.
I don't run away. They go, that was a great
Well.
talk. And I would flip it around right away and go, tell me why you enjoyed it, or what did you learn? I try to stop them from giving me any more compliments, because what I want
That's
to do
so
is
true. You do that all the time.
all the time.
Mhm.
I don't think it's bad, is it?
No, it's okay. Because you're not telling them that they're wrong. You're just changing the subject.
I have a hard time taking that compliment.
But if you said no, that's
don't say
telling
no.
them that they're wrong.
Right. I don't say no. I say, thank you so much. Tell me what you learned.
But you still said thank you.
I do right away. So accountability, every one of those leaders that you have admired over time, they were accountable. They were accountable. Even Elon Musk. I mean, I like Elon. I like him because I think he is close to what I am. Asperger's, on the spectrum, kind of out there. I think I connect with him because of that. Okay. And he says things sometimes from.
We're not naming our babies.
No, we're not naming.
Zipline.
No, zip.
I-
Zipline X49. Yes. No, I like that. Okay. Next is courage. Leaders are courageous.
Mhm.
For Sandy to post a video of her talking about body shaming and talking about herself in that body shaming, that's courageous. For Sandy to even stick out her gut in and out and do all that, that's courageous in front of thousands and thousands, 16,000 people. Courageous is saying something that people will not agree with. Like we just talked about Lost LeBlanc, Christian, taking a position is courageous.
Mhm.
Staying on the fence, staying right in the middle, there's no courage to be neutral.
Mhm.
Now, you don't have to be boisterous to guide people in the direction you want them to go. So for example, let's just say I want us all to lose weight and get healthy. I don't need to say, oh, you're all fat asses and you need to lose weight. I would just say, God, just one cookie. That one cookie I ate put a kilo on me. That one cookie, and I bet you did all the same to you.
It's probably from a gluten allergy, maybe to dairy.
Well, what I'm doing is I can lead you by guiding you without saying it directly on taking a position saying we're all fat, which is a position, but guiding you by creating a different image of body positivity by guiding you in that direction.
Mhm.
Okay. So if you want to take a position, let's say a political position, you go, you know what, I can't stand this. I'm fed up with it. But you don't want to go to all your friends and they're going to automatically say, oh, then you are this side of the political spectrum. What you can do is you could show why you are in favor of these things because of the better world it will create without saying the world that it is today.
Mhm.
Does that make sense? It's almost like, don't show the planting of the seeds, show the blooming of the flowers and use that as your visual. Don't show all the hard work and all the crap to plant. And I'm talking to Angie and she goes, hey, I got a farm. You're talking my language.
Pigeon poo works really well.
Pigeon poo
You
every
have to
other.
alternate.
Yeah, we learned that. Where were we?
It was in Cappadocia.
In Cappadocia, we learned that. Okay, so courage. Effective communicators. Think about, like Ronald Reagan to me, I loved him as a leader.
Mm.
I was old enough to know Ronald Reagan in America. Okay, Ronald Reagan, former actor, then California governor, and then he became the president of the United States. And what he would do is he was such a great communicator. He would make people lean in. He would make them laugh. He would talk about hard things that were going on, which were probably nothing compared to now. But he was such a great leader because his communication skills were great. He had courage, and he was certainly, other than a few of the situations, he was accountable for the mistakes that he made. But communication, you probably don't remember Ronald Reagan.
I remember him from videos and pictures.
Again, if you look at somebody like Desmond Tutu, he was a great communicator. Desmond Tutu was a great communicator. The current Dalai Lama is a fabulous communicator. I've seen him speak, and he actually talks about, he's so human. He talks about the things he messes up on. He takes positions. So think about these religious leaders that take positive positions and don't guide us down the wrong path. Okay, effective communicators. Do you know what the difference between empathetic is and sympathetic?
Well, to have sympathy for someone versus having empathy for someone.
Right. Which one would you rather have?
Depends on the situation.
Really?
I guess empathy.
One's feeling.
More.
One is I feel.
Yeah.
The other one is I'm sympathetic. I sympathize. One is actual. You know what, Sandy? I know it's you're cramping. I'm empathetic. I can't feel it, but boy, you gave me enough examples.
Cramping.
You gave me enough examples.
Where does he come up with this shit?
You're a woman. You have cramps in the future. You're going to have them 2 weeks from now, 3 weeks from now. But you gave me enough examples to go, oh, I have a cramp. I go, oh my God, I'm empathizing because I know what it feels like. You gave me enough of that information. Right?
Okay, Ken.
No, but I think it's important because most guys here have no idea how horrible it is when women go through that. They don't. It's like being pregnant. Most guys have no idea until they put on one of those fat suits. And
hey, guys can be pregnant too.
No, they can't.
Mm-hmm.
No, they can't.
They can't.
The only
There's a whole emoji for it.
There's an emoji. I know, I saw that. You see that? So I want you to be empathetic. You have physical empathy. Leaders feel what the people or how the people they're leading feel. They feel it. They will have tears. They will have emptiness in their stomachs because they know the people they're leading are having certain emotional connection of what they're going through. They will feel their joy. They will also feel their pain. We have a really good friend who actually just posted me on LinkedIn. Can I show you real quick? It's a mutual friend of ours. Actually, you're a huge fan of hers too. And she just posted this in, you see what this is?
Lisa Scafidi.
Look what it says, 7 years ago. So Lisa, empathy?
Can you show everyone?
Oh, well,
it's gone now.
It's gone.
You're gonna have to go to Ken's Instagram.
No, here it is.
You have exactly 12 hours left.
Here it is, wait. And so I'm not sure if you can see that. So that woman right there that I'm standing with 7 years ago, that's Lisa Scafidi. And Lisa, well, you want to talk about a great leader. Lisa, what was her job?
She was the mayor of Perth,
Australia. And she was also voted by all the mayors in the world the #1 mayor. So the mayors.
#1. She was also voted out.
Well, because what did she do?
I don't remember.
She took positions.
Ah, that's right.
Yeah,
she stood her ground.
She wanted to be a leader that pulled people into a vision of what Perth could become. Mm-hmm. And she had a lot of enemies that took her down. Mm-hmm. Again, tough being a leader. It's really hard being a leader, especially with the cancel culture capability of today. But Lisa had incredible empathy for what's going on. She is a great leader, Lisa Scafidi. All right, our next one is, I like this, by the way. I have had a lot of fun. Leaders are flexible, not like gymnasts.
I was going to say, that one sure is bendy.
No, but flexibility means they change course in themselves and also in the path they're taking you.
That's true.
I mean, wouldn't it have been great if the captain of the Titanic had some leadership capability of changing paths?
I don't think.
I know what you think. I know what you think. You want to say it? You want to say it?
That was planned.
Sandy believes, and by the way, she might be right. There were so many huge industrial and global leaders on that maiden voyage of the Titanic, and making it sink changed the course of history.
Let's just say you can't prove me wrong.
No, you can't.
No, because we don't know what really happened because we weren't there. And even if we were there, we don't know what really happened.
It does
I'm gonna
make
build a time machine and go
it
back. in
does
time
make
so I
a
can
very
see it
good
all.
movie.
I
that
know.
someone
We
can
should
make.
write the True Titanic.
There's a show I got Sandy into called Timeless. And the whole premise of Timeless was there's these people that there was 2 time machines. And someone got a hold of one time machine and they wanted to change the past to benefit their future.
Mhm.
And they were going to eliminate people. And these people were very important people of history that made a difference. Like they wanted to eliminate Henry Ford because they wanted another person to have the power of their car over Henry Ford, because it would have perpetuated their business 200 or 100 years in the future to do even better. So they went in the past to mess up time. And this other time machine had to go in the past to prevent them from messing up the past.
Yep.
Right? It was pretty good.
Yep.
And one of them was around the Hindenburg. No, the what was the Led Zeppelin, the one that crashed? The Hindenburg, right?
Yeah, the
Hindenburg. Right. So they were trying to put more people on it of power, knowing it was going to blow up, and then they would have this ability to kill all these other people. But it was a really good, right?
But that's not what we're talking about. We're
No.
just saying you don't really know what happened because everything is the winner's outcome.
Yeah. Yeah. So changing course is really important when it comes to being a innovator. Okay. Next one. Humble.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, I was asking you a question earlier, and that is, I want you to think about your world leader, the person that's guiding your country into the future. Are they these?
Good questions.
Okay. Is the person that's running your country humble? Are they?
There's a whole nother word.
Okay, next one is innovated. They can innovate. They're thinking of, okay, let's go back to, I don't know what religion you are. I studied, because I went to the priesthood, and in the priesthood, in the seminary, I had to learn the Bible, and I learned the Cognac version, the original Greek version, and then I learned the Latin version.
I just
and
can't
then
see it.
I know.
Sorry, I just can't see
Being a
it.
priest.
Yes.
Yes, you
I
can.
know I can.
Yes, you can.
I just can't.
I make you do confessions all the time. What are you talking
That's
about?
not what I'm talking about.
What are you talking about?
Just you sitting there with all those books.
Oh, all the books.
Reading them.
I hated it.
Try to get him to read a book now.
You know what? I read books.
No, you don't.
Well, I don't even books
You
here.
watch the books on YouTube.
I do. It's so much faster. I can go 2x the speed, get it done. It's true. Like when a speaker comes on and go, here's my book. I go, okay, now I got to go try to find it so I can go watch it or listen to it, because I want to get that book in before I talk to them. But I can't 2x it. Some people, especially the ones that wrote the books, they're horrible at reading the books.
Oh yeah.
But I want to go back to innovation. If you think about the biblical leaders, they were very, is it innovative. They were very innovative for the time they were in. They did things that almost were like, what? And leaders of today have to think outside the box. That's why Obama was very interesting in America, because what Obama did was, while he was running for president, he was the first to really use social media in America. He was using a very creative way to reach out. So Obama, as a leader, was very smart on how he could message to the public during that time. He was the first to really do it. And then the next president after that took social media to a whole new level. And then he gets kicked off of social media.
It's kind of funny, actually.
I'm going to use the word love and passion, because a great leader is in love with their passion. Okay, let's understand what I just said. They're in love with their passion because, as Sandy and I have mentioned in the past, passion fades out. Love maintains. So here's Abhishek down here. He could go, I'm passionate about C#. What? I'm passionate about JavaScript. And all of a sudden, next thing you know, there's another developer language that's out. And he goes, oh man, that C# is so 5 years ago. Or you can only be passionate about something so long because something else is going to replace the passion.
Yep.
Where Abhishek can say, I am in love with coding.
There you go.
Right? You got that? So be cautious of what your passions are compared to your loves. Your love should have sustainability, right? So Aredna might be passionate about her boyfriend, but does she love him?
Oh, that's the question I don't answer to.
What's that mean?
Secret girl talk.
If you're looking for a quality, great entrepreneurial guy that is Indian, by the way, look at Abhishek. He's down there. He's got money. He drives a cool Jeep. Go follow him around on Instagram. He's like hanging out, singing songs by the river. I went and watched some of the stuff the other day, but he's jamming out.
What is this, metalmatch.com right now?
That's it.
No,
Okay.
really, you guys should message each other.
Yeah. Just DM right now. Go on, get out. Okay. Great leaders are passionate, everyone. They're passionate. They realize that it takes time to get people to the place they need to be. It does not happen overnight.
Mhm.
And if you think that signing a bill into law or bringing guns to something to force someone to say yes, that is circumventing patience. Patience means time has to allow it to evolve to get there.
Mhm.
Understand that, because there's too many world leaders that are bringing guns and forcing people or bringing troops. And so patience as a leader means everyone says, oh, I get it. Yes, I'm not forced to get here. I feel that I need to be here.
Yeah,
You know, it's interesting. I know I'm leading this conversation,
you are. You're so good at
but I know that you are every one of these things I'm saying.
that. Uh-oh, what's next?
No, every one of them. You're a problem solver.
Oh, yeah.
A great leader is a problem solver. They are, I had
The
this,
ones that make the problem sometimes, but they solve those problems they make.
it's so much easier to be a leader without opposition than be a leader with opposition.
Mhm.
Because then they could say, oh, let's just do this. And everyone says, oh, yay. Like here in this country, there's no opposition. It's basically, I would actually say it's a dictatorship.
Yeah.
It really is. But
Yeah.
fortunately, it's heart-centered dictatorship. But that could go astray at any point in time. And, you know, if one of these leaders gets dementia, or if one of these world leaders is actually corrupt, it's very fortunate that in the 50-year history of this country, they've actually have great leaders that are there for the benefit of the country. But who's just saying 100 years from now, those problem solvers are actually creating problems
Mhm.
because of egos and issues like that. Okay, a couple more, because I know we're running out of time. Resilience, one of my favorite words. You can knock them down, they're going to get right back up.
Mhm.
I've seen this actually in our own relationship where things have been struggles for us at times. We have been knocked down and we come back up.
Mhm.
And at times we come back even stronger. It's like, I'm going to get around that. By the way, did you guys exchange contact details? Just want to make sure. Great leaders are respectful. They don't demoralize, demean.
That's so true.
It's hard.
You hear of those US presidents that are really nasty to their staff versus the ones that are really kind to their staff. That's just a
Not
simple
just
basic.
US, or globally. It's
Oh, yeah.
global, okay?
Mhm.
Here's the last two, and we're done. Great leaders are transparent. They're transparent. You can see because they are not lying. They're not there to divide. They're there to say, this is the vision. Let me take you there because we all want to go there. And they're transparent on their modes of operation to get there.
I think that's why people like Elon Musk, because his mode of operation to get there is a Tesla. It just looks cool.
It's transparent. You're funny. Transparent. And last, and certainly not least, great leaders are trusting. I trust them. I trust. And I'll tell you a quick story real fast. On those hikes, I showed all of those leadership skills. Everyone trusted me to get to the other side. And at times I did not know how to get to the end of that path.
Nope.
On those hikes.
We only got lost 3 hikes.
I didn't lead those.
Oh, yeah, you didn't.
I did not lead those. Okay. And that's the irony.
Good
right?
save.
And what happens is on those hikes, when we got to the other side and we go, yes, everyone goes, that was a great hike. And I look around going, thank God, because I didn't know how we were going to get to this point to where we're at. But I had those leadership skills of that confidence, that compassion. I was trustworthy. I was transparent, saying, hey, it might take us a little longer to get there, but I know the end is right where our cars are, so we get back into our cars. I mean, but I did not show a weakness. I was leading by pulling them in the direction I felt was right. Leadership skills can be learned. Go back to Battleship, Michael Bay's movie. You can see how he was a loser to a leader. Leadership skills are something that means you have to believe in yourself. This goes right back to Sandy. That's why confidence gym, if you guys haven't taken it, is so important, because having that internal confidence is what is needed to become a great leader, right?
Yeah, very much so.
Leaders can question their leadership skills
All the time.
right?
All
Do you ever
the
do
time.
that?
Oh yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Is this right? Am I doing this right? Should I change it? But I think part of the questioning your leadership skills is that you can only improve on them, because when you question them, you cast your own doubt, which then makes you come up with a better solution or improve the situation.
I agree.
Mhm.
But a leader is always growing.
Mhm.
And if they do the work, that's a term that Sandy taught me a long time ago. And that means you are always working towards being better, personal development.
You don't know
self-help.
what you don't know.
You don't know.
But when you think you know what you don't know, you really don't know. So you should know by learning something new.
By doing the work, personal development, self-help, all that is the only thing that's going to help you become a better leader or become a leader in itself. Because I think everyone that watches this, you're here because you have those leadership skills, you have those qualities, and never give up on yourself. And I think that's it. Was that good?
Yeah. And then
What do you got? I can't read it. Tell me.
Nut asks, would you say it's more challenging to do that? So push and pull in a corporate environment.
It's a tough one right there, right?
Mhm.
So there's a term, what's it called? A corporateur. Somebody that works inside a corporation, works for somebody, and they want to be entrepreneurial. That's a tough environment because unfortunately, the corporate environment, unless it's like a Google, they create constructs
Mhm.
only allowing you to take steps to get to the next level. Where Google and a lot of other corporations, and I love what they've done, is they give this thing called the 20% rule. And the 20% rule is if you work 5 days a week, they allow you to do 1 day a week for your own thing to create. And we've seen this be so dynamic and explosive, like Google Earth and Google and Gmail. All these things were created from the 20% rule. Google had no idea these things were ever going to exist until an employee says, let me be a leader on an idea I have. And what Google does is it gives them 1 day a week. That was very leadership role of Google to allow that to happen, by the way, very innovative. So in a corporate structure, it depends. If you have a very progressive corporate structure where they allow you to be an internal leader, which is great, by the way. The best companies in the world, believe it or not, Bain Capital is considered one of them. They allow people to be internal leaders inside that corporation. Go look at glassdoor.com and it shows you those companies in the world that allow people to have internal leadership roles. Glassdoor.com. What's another question? Anything else? Let's see. That's it.
No.
When are
That's
you
it.
back here for a new hike?
Well, we will be back in the States in March. We're not sure how long we will be in the States, Helen.
Or where exactly we will be in the States.
But we're going to do something kind of cool. We're going to land in Vegas because that's where Sandy's mom is. And we want to say hello to Sandy's mom, give her a big hug. And then we're going to get in our car
which
and
my mom's
drive
babysitting for us,
and drive to Florida,
as long as she didn't break the
which
rules.
most people may not understand what that is. That's a
long
it's
time
basically
together.
it's a 5 to 8 day drive is the way we're going to take it one way. And then we're just going to kind of hang out, see the greenery of the country. And then who knows what our next adventure is. Personally, we want to go back to Bali.
Yeah.
Bali feels more home to us anywhere else in the world. Bali does.
We miss our pets.
And Dubai is the best place we have ever been for work because it's a very work environment, good work environment, great places for lunch and dinners. It's clean, it's safe. And another thing Sandy pointed out to me, it's really interesting. Even though we get lost on these roads here, we very, very, very rarely see car accidents, right? And the reason why?
Well, because people are still trying to figure out what the heck
No. You said another reason. There's no drinking and drugs.
No, yeah. I mean, the last guy who got drunk and high got deported the next morning because he was running around the city butt naked,
Yeah.
attacking delivery men.
Which is normal in San Francisco, but there's no drinking because you don't see people drinking or driving or taking drugs. It doesn't exist.
There's almost no car accidents.
So the roads are just always nice and smooth, which is really, I've never realized that. And the minute we go back to the States, like on a Friday night, it's like, oh no, I don't want to drive on a Friday night because, you know, people are coming back from bars. That does not exist here.
Nope.
It doesn't exist.
As long as you don't get lost, the roads are awesome.
Yeah, 3 million people are driving around and it's safe. But that's it. We are going to let you guys go. We
So how
What was
long
that?
are you going to stay in Dubai? Like,
we're here until the end of February, and then we're going to the States. And then after
And
that, we're going to come back. We have to be back here. Sandy and I are working on a very big event in October called GITEX, where she's a very, very big personality there. We'll have 120,000 people come to that event. The event we're doing next week, we have 80,000 people coming to, and that's called Gulf Food, GULFOOD. And that's the biggest food show in the world we're doing, which we're really excited about. So all the great chefs of the world are going to be here from the 13th through the 17th of February, which is going to be so exciting.
is it part of the expo? Sorry.
What was that?
Is it
Bon
part of the
appetit.
expo?
Is it part of Expo? No, Expo 2020 actually ends in March.
Yeah.
It's done. So the World's Fair, which happens every 10 years, it ends.
And it's somewhere else. It's
Yeah.
not near the trade show.
Yeah, this is
center.
at the World Trade Center, which is, it's an event. Think of it like any other type of big event, and it's only for a few days. Expo continues to go on. But that's it, guys. We have got to let you go. Sandy, thank you for being my great leader. She is a pull push leader for me, and I adore her. I love you, honey.
Aw, thank you for being a great leader too, baby.
And
All right, everybody. We'll see you next
we'll
week.
see you next week, everyone.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.